Hey, how's it going, my cosmic monkeys? Cosmic Mercenary bringing you a new video, and today we're going to be talking about one of the dumbest reasons, in my opinion, to hate Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. But monkeys, do yourself a solid before we continue with this video. Don't forget to give this video a like, also give me a subscribe and ring that bell for more videos like this. And don't forget to follow me on my other social media accounts, link in the description below. But other than that, let's just continue on to the video. So there was this trend going around in the X sphere, or whatever you want to call it. That was like, say something wrong about this so-and-so, this IP. And then people would vent their frustrations on that IP. HBox decided to join in on the fun and posted one about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and basically went like this. Say something bad about this game. Extra credit. Don't mention DLC character. I don't know. He must have wanted something shoved up his ass to vibrate, because I know that phone was vibrating all night. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot to hate about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot to hate about Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and that's coming from me. I love the game. I play the game. This is like the most played game I've in my life. It's the game I stream every Sunday, 11:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So I love the game, and yet I still understand there's a lot to hate about the game. The movement options, Steve, the glitches, the internet connection, Steve, the lack of black character representation, the get-up options, Steve. Did I mention Steve? I think I forgot to put a little bit of Steve there, you know what I mean? I can accept and understand all those facts about the game, about Super Smash Bros. And why it's not good. But one thing that I will never understand is when people say that Super Smash Bros. Is bad because it's not like Melee. I just don't understand that. And now I'm going to state the obvious here, you know what I mean? Newsflash, people, Ultimate is not like Melee because they're two completely different games. Because it really is. Ultimate is not Melee. I know it's crazy to think that the game might be different, even though they have Super Smash Bros. In the title. But guess what? That doesn't make it Ultimate a bad game. It just doesn't make it Melee. So I hate it when people just say, oh, if only it had this type of movement, if only it had L canceling, if only Ultimate had wave dashing, you know? I hate that they are just saying, oh, it would have been better if it had this, if it had what Melee has. Again, you can dislike the movement options, the get up options, etc., and say it's bad and you don't like it and you just, don't want to play it. Perfectly fine. A-okay in my book, you know? But saying that the Ultimate would be better if it had this is just dumb. It's just dumb. It just clearly is dumb. This happens in every fighting game. They're in their respective franchises, and their sequels are completely different. Street Fighter, Tekken, Guilty Gear, all of these games have sequels, and they are all different in different ways and mechanics and in the way you play them. Imagine Street Fighter people saying that Street Fighter 6 is bad. The people, because it doesn't have the mechanics from Street Fighter 4. Do you know how silly they would look in their respective communities? What their peers would say if they see that. You know what they tell them? They tell them, go play Street Fighter 4 then. We don't need those mechanics in Street Fighter 6. That's what they tell them. And go play Street Fighter 4. It's right there. It's right there. Heck, it was even on the Xbox. I just got Street Fighter 4 Ultimate Edition on the Xbox, Ultra Edition or whatever it's called. It was like $6 on sale. It's right there. Go play it. And the funny part about Melee, people that don't like Ultimate because it's not like Melee or doesn't have the movement of Melee, or is not Melee. It's basically, their arguments boil down to it's not Melee. So therefore, I hate Ultimate. And the funny part is, you could go play Melee. I don't think a lot of Street Fighter 4 players are out there playing. I mean, maybe they have like a small Discord server, but I don't see a big support for Street Fighter 4. But I see a huge platform for Melee. So you could go play Melee. You could go join tournaments for Melee. Like, you could still go out there and compete in Melee. So I just don't understand. Just go play Melee. So where people say that Ultimate is lacking, it's when the people start getting into trying to make it better. And that's one of the main reasons I'm making this video, is because they hate Ultimate, yet they want to play Ultimate. So what they do is they hack Ultimate to make it better. I call this the Project M mentality. You don't see this in any other fighting game in the fighting game community, but the Project M mentality. Now, look, I understand the importance of Project M had to bring to the table in order for there to be a competitive scene during the Brawl era, because basically Nintendo was just taking that competitive aspect of Smash Bros. Away from us. Love it or hate it, Brawl was a thing, you know, and it wasn't the most competitive, friendly game out there. So I understand why people got together and decided to make Project M, and I respect them, and it makes complete sense to me, and I am not lacking them for doing Project M at all. But to do it to Ultimate is just a different story. To me, in my opinion, this is my opinion, red alert, sound the sirens, because it's just my opinion. We could still have those, you know? They are just making Ultimate good because they can't play Ultimate. That's just it. No, there's nothing wrong with that, okay? There's nothing wrong with not being able to play Ultimate because, again, you're used to these mechanics from this game, you know? So it's no problem, you know? I understand. Don't play Ultimate. But don't pretend like you're making Ultimate better. Here's an example. I went over to my friend's house party, right? So my friend, we play Smash Bros all the time, you know, at work and everything, you know, so it is his birthday party. We go, we have some good time, we're playing Smash Bros, no problem. One of his friends comes in with a hacked version of Smash Bros. Now, I thought that it was gonna be just some skins, you know, just like, oh, you could put Mecha Mewtwo or stuff like that, right? Okay, cool. That's what I thought. So we hooked up the Switch and everything, play. Everything looks cool. The option menu looks great. You know, like choosing your character looks amazing. You know, so we go off. You know, like there's like 6 of us. We're gonna go in, pick our characters. We start playing, right? All of a sudden, I'm noticing I'm playing. The attacks are different. The movements is different. The techniques is different. You can't side air dodge. Like you can't do a lot of things that they're used to with Ultimate. You know, they're wave dashing. You know, etc., etc. So, and to no one's surprise, he keeps winning, and he still turns around and has the audacity to say, "Oh, dude, it's way better than Ultimate." Am I right? Yeah, it's better for you because, you know, you've been playing Project M, you've been playing whatever modded Switch, like the last game he played, you know, and then when we switched back to regular Ultimate, you know, he kept on saying how Luigi sucks because he can't do this infinite and vice versa and whatever, like you can't do the movements. It's like, okay, that game is, the modded Ultimate is better for you, but it's just not better in general, like, it just doesn't make any sense. This also happened to Mortal Kombat 11. I remember when it first came out, it was way different than the mechanics for Mortal Kombat X, you know. My brother is also one of them that just didn't like 11 because it was just too frame data, like it was too on the frames, you know what I mean? Like you had to do this in this frame. It was very competitive and he just didn't like that. He preferred X. People preferred X than 11. They still do to this day. If I was a betting man, I would bet on that. They would prefer 10 to 11 this very day. Well, the difference is when people from 10 merged to 11, tried it out, they said, hey, you know what, fam? It's not for me. Step back and went to go play X again. 11 comes knocking on the door, barges in, like, hey, I'm here. I'm Mortal Kombat 11. And they're just continue playing X in the living room like, hey, cool. Hey, dog. Hey, on your way out, close the door. You know? So that's basically what they did with 11. They didn't go and make Project X. They simply just went back to playing X. X is already there. There was no need to make Mortal Kombat 11 like X. And so I just don't understand. Just go play the games that you like. You like Project M? Go play Project M. You like Melee? Go play Melee. Go, you know... There are other games. You like Brawl? Go play Brawl. Don't just hate it. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, yeah, you could hate it because it's not Melee, but don't try to change it. I think it's ultimately what my little rant here is coming down to. Does Ultimate have problems? Of course, you know. Which game doesn't have problems, you know? Ultimate might have even more problems than other games. But to say that the game is good and needs to be changed to make it better, it just doesn't make any sense, and you look silly. That's just my opinion, but what do you guys think, huh? Do you think I'm just overreacting or something? Or what do you guys think? Do you guys prefer Ultimate to be changed? Let me know down in the comment section below. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Hey, don't forget to give this video a like if you like what you saw. Don't forget to subscribe and ring that bell for notifications. And also, Follow me on my other social media accounts for more cosmic fun times. I think that's what I said in the last video. But other than that, guys, thank you guys for watching. Stay vigilant, and see you guys next time.